Welcome back. We now enter the Ranna Caverns. Gotta wonder, things have been so quiet in NightSky so far. If there were to be anything that was quite loud, obviously it would have to fit into the atmosphere somehow. I just wonder how you would do it. Oh, okay. We gotta deal with this level. I do remember when I attempted this in normal mode. For some reason I could not figure it out. But then I remembered. Gotta take advantage of going really fast and moving backwards when you're upside down. That was the secret to doing this. And now I have no trouble at all with this level. Except maybe parts like that. Just trying to roll around, get up there. And of course this too. As you can see, almost made it across, but not quite. So just a little faster, and that would make it work. Alright. Time to roll again. Time to alternate from one to the other, though. As if balancing on one wasn't enough. You gotta do more. As if balancing itself wasn't enough. Now we've got to stand on this. We got to brake. We got to make sure that we don't roll off. And there we go. Now we have to deal with this. Force me forward. Back up like that. And this works out. I wonder if it's possible if you did fall off. Or, nah. If you fell off, you wouldn't be able to do that. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't. But if you let that thing go a little bit too far to the right, would it still be possible to make it across? Somehow I'm thinking that it would be. Okay, let's go around again. Just brake while we're at it. And that was a little bit too fast. So, one more try here. You can see we got that opening right there. Gotta watch out for that. Let's see it one more time. Yes, it can keep you from going forward. Now, back to this. You know, here. Gotta adjust the slope once again. Alright. Through this, it's one way, though. So stay in that one spot till you're good. At least know that you can hold off a little longer so that you don't fall off. This. I really don't know. I feel like you were supposed to be knocked towards the right. Or maybe there was something else to that. Speaking of knock, we've got to do this. There's one moving. And I messed that up. We'll try it again. Go quickly. And once you got that, if you can grab on, that is quite good. Don't know if I'd say perfect, but at least it's going to stay there. Now for the hard part. Trying to get up there. Yet another one of those levels that really got to me. Somehow I never figure out how I was able to do it before. Yes, in theory, you could roll up there, possibly go backwards, but given how I'm bouncing like that, well, yeah, I'm thinking you could quickly reverse the, you could quickly go to the left, push left, go right, whatever it is. It's meant to be confusing before, so it should be just as confusing to try and explain it. Sure, that makes a lot of sense. At least now we are across. So, to here we go. Figure out other things again. Gotta get up there somehow. But I'm confident that you can do it. I don't think you even need the one on the left. You can just stick to this one. Gotta get there somehow. Alright. And you are across. Oh, now we have to deal with this. You go a little bit too fast, you're gonna fall off. It is possible, though, to skip. I almost did it. Skip 2 of the levels. And get down there. Okay. So, we got this. Now we gotta get to the other one and effectively get to the top. One more try. And there. Maybe take it nice and slow again. This worked. If you're too slow, that thing's gonna fall off and you're not gonna make it. These caverns are kind of a nightmare for me. Just to do with some of the difficulties I've had here. And the difficulties do vary from time to time. Yeah, they're very different. Very different. V-A-R-Y, I guess. Different. Come on. You can make it across. Make it across to the right, that is. You're not trying to get back to the left. In all these levels, you're trying to get to the right. You don't necessarily start at the right, like when I was playing pinball before. With this, though, I will make it across. I am confident that I will make it across. There. Climb up again. And this is where it gets really, really hard. At least it feels like it at first. Until just gotta take a break again. And maybe hope that you are lucky. Yet another one of those times I can't figure out how I pulled it off before. But this works. So, time to play with gravity one more time. This one will be a little bit more difficult than we've dealt with before. You could roll a little bit faster than that, depending on how you land. Depending on how you hit the wall as well. That did not work, though. So maybe I just gotta try for faster. You can do it. That was good. Still wish I could have gotten a little bit faster than this, but at least that one worked. This one, on the other hand, I probably just should have kept rolling. Now we've got to avoid going too fast. We have got to get there again. One more try with this. See if I can only go any faster than I did before. And rolling it like that, that is how it'll work. Okay. Take it nice and slow on the way down. Good. But since we're playing with gravity again, of course, other objects are also affected by gravity. These are a bit hard to deal with. Gotta get across. Somehow you will do it. And my way is kind of weird, but at least is still a way. Time to balance again. Time to fit into a small hole. Time to make sure that we don't force one of those platforms into the pit. Time to avoid forcing ourselves into the pit again. That ought to do it. And it did. Another star for me. And we continue on. Now for this one. Gotta be honest, in alternative, this one really stumped me, but now I figured out what I need to do. I can tell you that by pushing that ball, I have already messed up. This ball, it's impossible not to push it, but the one after that, you can at least Try something strange. You can keep this one right here and it'll work. On the other hand, you'll want to trap yourself like this. Otherwise, you might just wind up pushing the ball. If you let that other ball get to the right, then you're not going to be able to get across the third one. The third screen. You could try something creative, though, like that. That is going to keep the ball in one spot. Assuming you do it right, though. As you can see, that ball was still rolling. And there were those dominoes before. Well, they're like dominoes. Don't exactly know if they had pips on them. If I try going a little bit slower at the right spot, I promise you, it will happen soon. When I record myself, I intend to be successful. That was perfect. The problem is how I get back up. And that is how I get back up. Now I have all the time in the world. We can cross. We can do this. One more to go. And no rush. And now you can make it up. Wonder if it's possible, though, to force that to fall anyway, even when the other ball below is not rolling. Okay, more rotation. Forcing me right into the pit. Just keep going. Good thing for those slightly different corners. Wouldn't exactly call them round corners. Although they're probably as beneficial as round ones. Okay, one of those is definitely round, I can tell that. Take me forward. Take me steady. I said steady. You will do this. You will. I know you will. Eventually, though, this dream is going to end. We are halfway through it. Soon. Still got another level to go. Here's something we gotta rotate. At the same time, it's rotating on its own at first. Get there. You're really gonna love the break in levels like this. You might. I'm gonna love getting stuck in a level like this. Maybe not really. All you can do sometimes is restart. That's what I'm gonna do here. So down. Time for this one. Time for this one to let me through. Stay up there again. Be thankful that it only goes one way. That was a bit too early. Yeah, one more try, though. Don't know when I'll cut video yet if I fail at this. Haven't gotten too far. And besides, no real good place to cut right now anyway. Come on. Take it down. And that will work. Gotta cooperate with those balls, though. They seem to be here just to force you backwards. And right into the pit down below, if you can just barely see it. Since the balls are not accumulating, you have to assume there's one opening somewhere. Let this rotate downwards. Come on. Come on. Ah. So, we'll try like this again. More than what I wanted. Much faster than what I had expected. And very good. Get down. Get down, let me across. And that's another world done. Next time, the void.